Hi, my name is Arun Kumar. I was a postdoctoral fellow at the Linnaeus University in 2018, working on the Joseph Stevens archive. While I was working there, I was fascinated by the relationship between father and son. When Joseph Stevens sailed to India in 1859, he was merely 19 years old, and father was the guidance for him, not only in his personal life but also in his professional life. Joseph, when he goes to India, he becomes an apprentice and then later becomes a railway contractor. But he has to maneuver himself in the colonial bureaucracy, in the colonial space. And here, the advice of father was very intriguing, because the father, whose name was George Stevens, he has never been to India. What was interesting was that George giving precise advice to Joseph. One of the advice was to learn English very well and to speak very well in the colonial setup and in the colonial circles. Other was, for example, to do some natural hobby, for example, collecting eggs or classifying birds' name or plants. Interestingly, what he tells also is how to behave in the workspace. And George kept saying through his letters to Joseph to basically treat workers very well who were working under him. They numbered at one particular time about 1,000. So in a way, this relationship, which was very critical and very close in the 10-year period when Joseph was in India, shaped the life of Joseph. But also it tells how Sweden was very much intimately involved in the imperial project. And when Joseph makes a lot of money and comes back to Sweden, he buys the Huseby estate in Småland, which was 6,000 acres in size, and lots of forest and a mansion and an iron estate. Here the relationship actually takes a very different turn, because George had a very aristocratic aspirations and dreams, while Joseph was very entrepreneurial in the spirit. What happens is that Joseph, when he buys the Huseby estate from his savings in India, he felt that he got cheated, because Huseby was not productive and his money was caught, and he blames his father and his friends that they actually got him into kind of trap of or kind of deceived business setup. And here it becomes very difficult for George and Joseph to basically to talk about anything, and everything they talked basically ended up into kind of verbal fights. But interestingly, the entrepreneurial spirit of Joseph actually wins, because he turns Huseby into a kind of manufacturing site and asks his father to basically come and help him. So in that sense, George not only gets him orders from Copenhagen or London, but also conducts the Huseby administration, and that was very interesting. So in a way, what I thought that was the intimate relationship between father and son, in a way directing the history. And what one could actually say that it was intimate global history that you see from the Joseph Stevens archive, and that's something which is fascinating and I would like to develop further. Thank you.